Hello, Aquarius, and welcome to your reading for September 2022. Spirit, let's see what's going on for Aquarius this month. You know what? I almost said August instead of September. Weird, right? Well, I guess I just can't believe that we're into September. Holy crap-a-moly, right? What do we got here for you? Oh, interesting. Okay. Huh. Alrighty. Let's talk about the first card. First one up, we have the King of Cups. Hang on, we'll talk about him in a minute. And then we have Eight of Wands. I'm looking at the word, it says staffs, and I'm like, oh, why the word wands would not come to me. Eight of Wands. And then we have Temperance. So here's what I'm getting first glance. So we're coming into the month. This is you, King of Cups. Nice, lovely, beautiful. You're coming into this with something on your mind around a situation where you're waiting for some information to come into you, okay? You're waiting on something because you need some info, you need some news, something like that, but you're waiting for something to come in. It's less about like physical goods and or even resources and people and everything. It's more about information coming to you, okay? And this is you, not gonna lie, it's like you got ants in your pants over it, okay? It's you're a little twitchy, you're a little like, come on, right? Waiting for something to come in. And it does come, okay? You get the information that you've been waiting on, okay? But it's interesting to see what this is all about. Already I'm predicting this is what I'm gonna take a look at when we drill down, but we'll see what the oracle cards say. Where this is bringing you, this information, as you get out of the end of September with the Temperance card, this is around balance, okay? So whatever this is leveling something out. And whether it's leveling a playing field, balancing like something within your life, you know, like think work-life balance, or I don't know if it's finances, you know, your financial portfolio is now diversified. I'm making shit up, right? These are analogies. But in whatever capacity you've been waiting on this information to come in, you're going to achieve some kind of a balance with this. So first glance, it's looking good. I wouldn't complain about those cards, right? So let's see what the oracle cards say. So yeah, whoa, they're falling out. Holy shit, man. Oh, interesting. Oh, all right. It's kind of a weird card, but good. I'll tell you about that in a minute. Whoa. Oh my God, this deck of cards, it's so awesome, but they're so slippery. They tend to like fall out all over the place. Oh shit, man. You know, and it's a lovely card and a lovely deck. There's lots of nudity in it, which means when I hold it up, I have to cover that shit up. Because YouTube's a little picky about that. I mean, it's art, right? Like, it's an artistic expression, but YouTube doesn't see it that way. So there's that. What do we got? Oh my God, again. There's a theme here for you. And wait till you see what it is. Why did I look at that card? I looked at this card for some reason. This is a little bonus card. We're going to put him there. I don't even know what to say about this because I'm just, this one card, two cards have got me tripped up, and you'll see why in a minute. Okay, let's take a look at our King of Cups, okay? So this is you like waiting for this information to come in. The two cards that came out, we have Mora, she who hesitates. The buzzwords are ponder, delay, and confidence. Okay, so this is stuff you're thinking about. And remember how I said you're itchy? You're itching for this to come in? That's delay. The delay is driving you crazy. Here's the thing. The other card that came out with it is connect with music. Thank you, angels, for inspiring me through music. There is a theme of music going through the month for you. I think you're going to get a lot of two things. You're going to get a lot of messages and signs through music. Like, you know, you're listening to songs on the radio and things are going to resonate with what's going on around you. And Music soothes the savage beast, as the saying goes. So through the month of September, if you're stressed out, if you're bothered, if you're annoyed, whatever, turn to music. Throw on some tunes and chill is what this is saying. Which at first I was like, okay, well, yeah, okay, it resonates. You know, you're all on pins and needles waiting for this information to come in. Chill and listen to some tunes and whatever, right? Even play a musical instrument, sing, whatever. Use that as a positive distraction is kind of where I'm going with this. But there's more to it, and we'll get there in a minute. So there's that, right? So this is you waiting and, you know, playing your guitar while you're waiting for information to come in. I don't know, I'm making it up, right? When that information comes in, the Eight of Wands, here are the cards that came out. Justice, okay, which sounds good to me. And then this lady, I have to cover her up. Hang on, she a little bit naked. So this is around sacred lust, okay? So what this is saying is justice, it's justice, right? It's fair. It's, you know, a decision's come in and it's case closed kind of thing. So the information you're waiting to come in was like, it's like a final decision on something, which is the Justice card, right? So it's case closed, it's done. The Sacred Lust, I gotta cover her up again. Okay, hang on a second. Poor lady, I keep covering her up. But the Sacred Lust card, this is saying that whatever this is something you wanted, okay? Something you were really anticipating, really into. And when I hear the word sacred lust together, I know that sounds kind of weird and contradicting, but it's something that you're really jonesing for. That's the lust part. And the sacred part is, this is something that is really, what's the word I'm looking for? It's key to your spiritual evolution, and it's key to you growing and evolving as a person, as a human being, okay? So there's a very spiritual side or aspect to it. If you're not so much into spirituality, it's just really something that resonates with you. Something like something you've always aspired to be, do, whatever. I suspect it's around the arts. I'm really feeling a lot of art with that music card, right? Also, because now we're going to look at the Temperance card. This is the nice balance, right? That's coming out at the end of the month. The first card that came out is Humpback Whale. And it says, music is essential to your healing and well-being, whether singing, playing an instrument, or listening. Music again. These are two cards around music. So music is a really strong underlying theme for you this month, okay? So this is saying to me, even if you're not a musician, maybe you're an artist. I mean, I know musicians are artists, but like visual artist, right? You're creative, you're a chef, you're really involved in or trying to get involved in something that's around the arts and or creativity, okay? So, you know, it would be like you applied to school to become a chef, trained to be a chef. You applied to School of the Arts because you want to get in and you want to be an actor. You applied to, I don't know, to get in to play with the local symphony, right? Because you're a violinist, okay? So there is something definitely around the arts, entertainment, creative kind of fields is what I'm feeling for you. Again, probably around music. So what I would say is, if you are a musician or a singer or involved heavily in something that's musical, double down the energy for you, because it's really speaking more to you guys. And the other card that came out with this Humpback Whale card around music, this is the balance, right, is perspective. This is saying that the balance piece of the Temperance card at the end of the month, the balance comes when you're able to look at things from a perspective that don't just, okay, this came to me, so I have to say it, don't just put all your eggs in one basket, right? So, like I said, you want to be a member of a symphony, okay? And you play violin, and this is your dream, and you're just waiting to get in, and the information comes. What this is saying is, If you get in, that's great. You're in, whatever. And it's all encompassing, okay? If you don't get in, what's important is to look at the situation from a different perspective. It's got a very hangman energy to it. From a different perspective, to see where things may have gone wrong. I don't think it's a matter of you're not good enough. Of course you're good enough. If you're good enough to even get an audition is probably the right word, because I'm not a musician, obviously. I love music, but I'm no musician. So you get an audition, and you know, if you get an audition to go to a symphony, chances are you're really fucking good anyway. Are you the best? Who knows? Whatever, right? It's easy for me to say that because I'm not in your shoes. But the point is, the second card, remember I said there was a little bonus card? Like I kept staring at this guy? Simplicity. It's like, if you don't get in, the perspective part is saying, okay, you need to look at this another way. And I think it's like, when you want something so badly, you fuck up. You know what I mean? It's like when you have someone working over or looking over your shoulder when you're working, that's when you make mistakes, no matter how good you are, right? What you need to do is, let's say you have to go for you get called back in for another interview, someone drops out, I don't know, someone moves to Australia and joins the Australian Symphony, and they're like, hey, we need another violinist, right? All right, you go back, and this time you go at it with the mindset of being part of the music and being at one with the music, rather than sitting there going, I hope I don't screw up and I hope they really like how I play. That's not going to get you anywhere. You have to live in that music. I don't know if that makes sense, but it does to me, right? So it's around that kind of perspective. Man, I'm talking a lot today. Holy shit. I know that was a big, long speech about music, but I think you're getting where I'm going with this, right? But so cool. Like, especially if you're a musician and this resonates with you, please let me know. Put a comment, because I think this is so cool, because I love people who are musicians and singers because they're so talented, and I'm not, and I love music. So I bow to you. Okay. Yeah. So there's that. Now let's see. What do we want to talk about? What do we want to drill down on? Is it the message coming in, or is it the temperance piece? Let's look at the 8 of Wands. We're going to look at this information, this news coming in. I kind of want to do a general overview. Let's do it. We're doing it. It's happening. Okay. What do I want? I want this guy. I'm kind of looking at the message coming in, but you know what? There's too much of this going hand in hand. I don't really want to split this out. So you know what? We're just winging it. We're going with the flow, because that's what I do. And yeah, we'll see what happens. How bad can it be? It can't, because you're awesome. You're an awesome violinist, right? There you go. And then we'll probably get a couple of tarot cards too. What do we got? Oh, okay. This is putting a whole new spin on this whole music thing. And it's funny because what I drilled down on, and I didn't even realize this, has nothing to do with the music cards. Okay, so here we go. Let's just talk about this message coming in, the 8 of Wands. So remember, we had the Justice card come out and the Sacred Lust. So remember, this is something big to you, really important to you, that you really want. The cards that came out under it, we have Giving and Receiving. We have Spirit Animal. Thank you, Animal Kingdom, for blessing my path with love, is the message. And then we have Hunting. This is like the giving and receiving. You're receiving the information, right? So that information is coming to you, but you're relaying something to someone else. There's another person involved here. It would be like, I'm going to go, oh my God, my nose is so itchy. It would be like, remember, we'll go back to the music analogy, but it would be like whatever you auditioned for, It's not just you. It's a full band or a duo or a trio, right? It's not just you. There's more than one person in this situation. And the spirit animal in the hunting, this is like, okay, I hate to have to say this, but I'm gonna. Let's say, it doesn't matter how many people, but there's one person, not you, but someone else involved in the situation where the message you get is, we love you, we don't love them. Oh shit. Well, I'm glad I'm not in your shoes, because that is a sticky situation. Or can be. You know what? If you're in a situation like that, it's the kind of thing where you almost, like when you're in a band or a duo or whatever, if you're in a group presenting yourself, right? You almost have to have the conversation ahead of time to say, what if there's one of us they don't want? How are we going to handle that? Are we all going to go, no, we're a band and we're staying together no matter what? Or are we okay with saying, hey, you know what? Kick me out. I want you guys to go ahead. Like, if you can do it, go, right? You kind of have to have that conversation ahead of time. I think is going to be key for this. Oh my God. Because yeah, I have a feeling when you get the message, it's going to be, yeah, we like you, but we don't like them. And that's the communication, the giving and receiving is, you get the info and you're going to have to break the bad news to somebody. Ah, shit. But life happens. You know what? I think you kick them out because we got the tower. Well, maybe not, but you're really thinking about it. And the tower moment, actually, it's not even what you do or don't do. It's, this is a disruption, an upheaval, right? And then we have the 10 of Pentacles, which is saying, this is good. Financially sound, good opportunity, things coming to an end, and it's a good end, right? So sometimes removing that person that whoever it is doesn't want, that's going to get you where you need to go. Then we have 6 of Cups. This is it's around pleasure and satisfaction and put on a small scale, just like, yeah, you know what, this feels really good. So I think what this is signifying is that if you do have to say to someone, they don't want you, they want us, but they don't want you, it's the person, even if you haven't had this conversation ahead of time, it's the person going, it's okay. I'm okay with that. You know what? We can still hang out. We can still do stuff. You know, I'll go with another band or whatever. Or if you come back and say, you know what? This is what they said, but no, we're the 5 of us, we're the band, and we're not going anywhere without you, blah, blah, blah. And the person says, you're stupid. Yes, you are. Okay? I'm quitting the band. I'm quitting the band, right? You guys do what you need to do. I'm done and it's okay, right? I think things will work out from a friend perspective, right? From that humanitarian, oh my God, I want you to come with us perspective. It's going to work out no matter what. But oh my God, like tough message to deliver, right? So let's get you some advice cards. Who do we want? This guy? We'll see what's up with that. Oh, so sad though, because yeah, I was all pumped and I was all excited, and then it's like, oh, lunch bag letdown, man. Holy shit. Nobody wants to have to ditch someone out of a group because they aren't good enough. Not that they aren't good enough, but perceived, right? Oh, this is so sweet. Okay, we have Pearl, she who rises up. It's empower, uplift, and elevate. And then we have Honeybee. Let compassion and forgiveness be your top priority in this situation, right? Speaks to what we're talking about. And then we have Finding. And this is a really pretty card, and it's really sweet. It's like finding where you belong, finding your tribe, finding a way to make this work. Rising up and empowering. This is that person that they don't want. This is finding a way to get whoever it is to let them stay, right? Or if they do decide to leave, or you decide, no, we're going to move ahead without you, this is helping them find their new tribe, right? Finding a way for them to or finding a way for them to improve in order for to satisfy that temperance thing. That's where the balance is. The balance is you guys being happy and the people doing the hiring being happy. Ooh. And the compassion and forgiveness with the honeybee, this is talking about compassion and forgiveness all within your own little tribe, right? That's a given. But I think the biggest piece of this is, like I said, trying to get that person to level up and going to whoever the hiring people are and saying, listen, it's not that we won't let them go. We've had a discussion, and yeah, we'd be happy to work with you, but we want to discuss it and dig deeper into why you may not want this person and see if we can come to some kind of resolution. It's the temperance card. It's the balance. It's figuring things out. It's finding the way to make everybody happy in the situation. Whether everybody moves forward or not, it's finding that nice balance. A lot of this is all about the outcome being a good balance so that nobody is feeling hurt, left out, whatever, even if they have to even if you have to move on without them. It's around managing those thoughts and feelings and everything for everybody involved. And that's where our compassion and forgiveness step in. Aw, that makes me a little bit sad that you might have to like kick someone out of your group. But at the end of the day, it's like no hard feelings kind of thing from everyone involved. So I think that's a great thing too. All right, we're going to leave it there. So let me know how it goes. This is like a really cool reading. At first I was like, where the fuck is this going, right? And I'm like, what's with all these music cards? And I'm like, oh, it's more about the group and the unity and what happens with that, especially when there might have to be some disruption. So that's the bigger learning this month. So good luck with everything. Please like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Comment. Love reading your comments because all of those things do help my channel grow. So we're going to leave it there. And until I see you next time, much love and light, health and wellness, peace and prosperity. Take care, Aquarius. Bye.